My friends, like I said, what was the game plan of the fucking Democrats? We all knew it. It's lie, 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 and then fucking cheat. And we all knew this was coming. I mentioned it was coming. I'm sure you already knew it was fucking coming because history repeats itself, right? That's what they fucking do. Now it's his fucking generals to be like Hitler's generals and just total obedience, and he's this wannabe dictator because we always, because we already saw that for 4 years that he was this massive dictator that threw Hillary in jail and all his opponents in jail. Oh yeah, that's the Democrats. Yeah. Also, what else happened? He was they say that he snubbed the Vanessa Gillians, that was the slain army soldier that was at Fort Hood, and she got bludgeoned to death. And Trump did offer the family to help pay. It offered the family to go see him, which he spent time with them, and they have nothing but good things to say about him. Even their lawyer has nothing but good things to say about him. But now they're saying that Trump, when he got the bill, that he got the bill, got real pissed off and said, don't fucking pay them, and it doesn't cost $60,000 to fucking bury a Mexican. No, my bad. Sorry. A fucking Mexican. That's what he said. And it just smells like bullshit because it's always from somebody that's somebody that's somebody. And this one's even more particularly, like it's always an anonymous tip that they always get, and there's never a fucking conclusive proof and never have a name, nothing, right? But this one actually has a name, and it's actually somebody that is saying that everything that the Atlantic posted, and this is the Atlantic, and it's going all over, that it's fucking lies. And they were just saying, this is straight up lies 2 weeks before the election. And like I said, do everything in their playbook to fucking just smear him, throw fucking shit at him, sling everything that they can at him, and try to make everybody say he's a fucking racist, a tyrant, a fucking dictator, whatever else that you want to throw out there. Fascist. I mean, come on, who's the one fucking locking up their political opponents? Now,
I know this sounds bizarre. It sounds like if I said this 5 years ago, you'd lock me up. We gotta lock him up. Politically lock him up.
let's go ahead and look at this fucking video. Really made me mad that this is just fucking ridiculous. But yeah, let's watch this.
That you allude to, Congressman, quote, former generals who have worked for Donald Trump say that the sole military virtue he prizes is obedience. As his presidency drew to a close and in the years since, he has become more and more interested in the advantages of dictatorship and the absolute control over the military that he believes it would deliver. Quote, I need the kind of generals that Hitler had, Trump said in a private conversation in the White House, according to 2 people who heard him say that. People who were totally loyal to him, that follow orders.
Don't you love that fucking picture they have of Trump too? Look, like he's just a psychotic fucking maniac. But yeah.
Worth remembering that military officers also take an oath to the Constitution. And I do believe that the vast majority of them understand that their oath is to the Constitution of the United States, not to be obedient to anyone. And by the way, if you want to go back to World War II metaphors, any military officers who are wavering might read up on the story of the Nuremberg trials, in which I was just following orders was the kind of defense that led to the gallows. But look, we know what motivates Trump. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing but self-aggrandizement. So in any given moment, whatever Trump thinks is in that moment, advantageous thing, he will order flag officers to do. And again, flag officers would be well reminded, and I don't think they need this reminder, that their oath is to the Constitution of the United States and to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, not to any one individual.
Let me dig back into this reporting with you, Miles Taylor. This is a deeply reported story about the tragic murder of a member of the military and Donald Trump's offer to...
Oh, look at that serious face he got going on there. Look at that's when you know he means business. Look at this fucking guy. I love how fucking Jimmy Neutron here is just fucking so serious. Like, look at I'm a serious reporter. Everybody, make sure you're listening to me.
Pay for the funeral. Let me pick up the reporting where they are reporting out the process of the funeral bill showing up at the White House. Quote, according to a person close to Trump at the time, the president was agitated by McCarthy, the secretary of the White House. Quote, according to a person close to Trump at the time, the president was agitated by McCarthy, the secretary of the Army, Ryan McCarthy's comments He blamed leadership failures at Fort Hood. Trump was agitated by that. He raised questions about the severity of the punishments dispensed to senior officers and non-commissioned officers. In an Oval Office meeting on December 4th, 2020, officials gathered to discuss a separate national security issue. Toward the end of the discussion, Trump asked for an update on the McCarthy investigation. Christopher Miller, the acting Secretary of Defense, Trump had fired his predecessor, Mark Esper, 3 weeks earlier. Writing in a tweet, Mark Esper has been terminated, was in attendance, along with Miller's chief of staff, Kash Patel. At a certain point, according to two people present at the meeting, Trump...
Which they all fucking denied already. They all denied. And yeah, but you're still going to report it. Now, if somebody doesn't get sued for this shit, I don't know what else to fucking say. Because they need to fucking have full proof that he said that, which I bet you they do not have. And somebody needs to get fucking sued for libel. I mean, this is right before an election. You know what you're fucking doing. You know what you're doing. Come on, let's keep going.
Asked, quote, did they bill us for the funeral? What did it cost? According to attendees and to contemporaneous notes of the meeting taken by a participant, an aide answered, yes, we received a bill. The funeral cost $60,000. Trump became angry. It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a bleeping Mexican. He turned to his chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and issued an order, quote, don't pay it. Later that day, he was still agitated. Quote, can you believe it, he said, according to a witness, effing people trying to rip me off, end quote. Miles, we've talked a lot for 4 years now about where the generals are. It appears...
Now, you know that's fucking bullshit. It would have came out a long time ago. All of a sudden, right? 2 weeks before a fucking election, all of a sudden this comes out now. They just grew a conscience, right? Come on, I know it's bullshit. And anyways, we're going to read the story in a little bit. I have a little page that we're going to read, and you'll see more like details.
Between the Woodward book and Jeffrey Goldberg's new piece of reporting, they're right in front of us. Somehow, some of these stories about his disdain for the military are reaching the public through journalism.
Well, and I would say, Nicole, there's some words you said a few times there that we should focus on. Contemporaneous notes. Now, I don't know who Jeffrey Goldberg's sources were, but the reason I don't...
There's your fucking clue right there. I don't know who his sources were, but we're going to fucking believe it, and we're going to run with it all the way to the fucking election, yes.
Doubt this reporting is I was one of those people taking contemporaneous notes in those meetings. And why? Because generals like Jim Mattis and John Kelly and Mark Milley went into those meetings. They told their aides like me, you need to document conversations with the president. Why? Not because they were looking to defy lawful orders, but because when you went into that Oval Office, you were worried you were going to get illegal orders or you were going to witness corruption. And it was happening so frequently that people were sitting in these meetings and writing word for word what the president was saying to make sure they got it right after the fact. That seems to be the case here. And the things that were said are not extraordinary. That's exactly what a meeting with Donald Trump sounds like, especially when it comes to members of the military. And I hate to say it, Nicole.
Based on what? Based on what, motherfucker? Just because Jimmy Neutron got a fucking beard now, all of a sudden he fucking knows everything that's going on in Trump's cabinet and his meetings and his mind, right? But out of all the people that have fucking, like, I do want to fucking really elaborate on this. There's so many stories of Trump helping people. Judge Joe Brown talked about how African Americans in the 90s couldn't get fucking bails, and they would go to Trump, and Trump, when they were successful, he would tear up the loans, and he would say, congratulations on a new business. There's fucking stories of him giving $100 bills to everybody he fucking goes to. There's stories of him flying fucking Nelson Mandela on a fucking plane with a bunch of guests. There's stories of him helping out the family of Vanessa that got slain. There's so many stories of him helping people. There's countless stories. I mean, you could see so many things. Even RFK said one time RFK was fucking suing him, and he still flew him and his family somewhere. And he was saying his wife had called Trump, and he was saying, "Hey, I don't think you should call him. I'm suing him right now." And Trump, he even explained it to Trump, and Trump was like, "Yeah, I know you're suing me. That's fine. I'll get you out there." There's so many countless stories of this man fucking helping people out. So many. You hear these stories all the time. If you go online, you can just put Trump helps people out, and you'll fucking see countless ones. Now, how many have you heard about Hillary helping other people? I know she fucked over Haiti with her little fucking projects, and she got a lot of money for it, never helped them out. When have you ever heard Kamala Harris helping out a group of people? I know she jailed a bunch of people over their extended stay for marijuana charges, and all of a sudden she's free marijuana. And I don't know if you heard, not only does she want to give $1 million with $20,000 loans for business, black-owned businesses, which is unconstitutional because you can't fucking single out a group of people and give them any incentive like that. Now you black people. Now she's doing it for the brownies. Yay, beaners, we got it. We get $20,000 interest-free. Now, as you know, that's just pandering. That's what they love to do. But give me a story where Kamala helped out somebody and didn't even talk about it. You can go online and see a lot of Trumps. I never seen one Kamala. If there is one, I bet you anything it was for a publicity study. It wasn't like where she didn't mention it. Now, that is the kind of, I'm not saying Trump's an angel, and I don't fucking know. I don't know the man, of course. But as you can see, I'm in a fucking garage here in Texas. I don't know the man. But you see all these stories, and then you see on the other side, you don't hear any stories of Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi. You never hear about them helping people. You hear about them fucking getting on people, throwing people under the bus, but you never hear about them helping people. So that should tell you about somebody's character. Now let's go forward. And this
orders, he didn't want them there, and that's why he fired or pushed aside so many defense and national security officials during his tenure, is that they weren't doing what he wanted to do when it came to nuclear conflicts or illegal orders to shoot people in the legs at the border or to deem migrants as...
Okay, I want to hear about that. When did he give orders to shoot people in the legs at the border? Okay, let's go with that. I'm gonna have to research that. But yeah, okay.
Unlawful enemy combatants as terrorists, or again, Nicole, when I was there, he wanted to invoke the Insurrection Act to conduct activities that our lawyers thought would be illegal at the border. That's the type of thing that will test the oaths of our service members if Donald Trump wins a second term.
$3.
So as you can see, just full of shit. I guarantee all those claims are fucking full of shit. And I will look up the shooting people in the legs. I've never heard that. I would think that'd be all over the media if that was the case. But of course, because you could just sling mud at somebody and nothing happens, especially if you're on the right. But if you're on the left, oh my God, there's all kinds of liabilities that you're going to run into because they will fucking take you down. They will fucking hurt you as much as possible. Not even you, your whole fucking crew. We all know that. We've seen it. Look at Trump. Now, we're going to go ahead and read this because this is very important because these motherfuckers lie all the time. And like I said, they're going to keep cheating. They ain't going to stop. They're going to keep cheating. Now, Vanessa Gillian's, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm trying. Sister says she voted for Trump, dismisses allegations. So not only did she say the allegations are false, she even fucking voted for Trump. The sister of Vanessa Gillian, a soldier who was murdered at Texas military base in 2020, had voted for former President Donald Trump. It was a response to a report by The Atlantic that said he had referred to the slain soldier as a fucking Mexican and complained about the cost of her funeral. Vanessa Gillian, a 20-year-old Army private and daughter of Mexican immigrants, was bludgeoned to death by a fellow soldier of Fort Cavazos, then known as Fort Hood, near Killeen, Texas, in April 2020. Wow, I didn't appreciate, this is her sister saying this, wow, I didn't appreciate how you are exploiting my sister's death for politics, hurtful and disrespectful to the important changes she's made for her service members. Myra Gillian wrote on X, formerly Twitter, in a response to the magazine report. President Donald Trump did nothing but show respect to my family and Vanessa. In fact, I voted for President Trump today. So that should tell you right there that this is full of shit. Even her sister, which she was always on TV talking about where's her sister. Fucking much. I've lost my brother. I know that feeling when you lose a sibling. It's fucking hard. And I guarantee you, if somebody had said that about my brother, I would never fucking even try to back him up because if any of y'all have ever lost a sibling, you know how fucking that hurt feels. Especially tell by the way she's talking. She doesn't believe it either, and if the family doesn't believe it, and the family's lawyer doesn't believe it, it's shit. It smells like shit. It probably is shit. Newsweek has contacted Myra Gillian, that's the sister of the slain soldier, for additional comment via social media and through an email to her family's attorney. The Atlantic has also been contacted for comment via email. Now, this is the family right here. And like I said, Trump did invite them to the White House, and they did have like a good meeting. Army Specialist Aaron Robinson, with the help of his girlfriend, dismembered the disposed of Gillian's body in rural wooded area near the base, authorities said. He died by suicide shortly after Gillian's remains were found about 2 months later. Now, we all heard that story. Fucked up. And we don't have to waste taxpayer on him. Glad he'd offed himself. Fuck him. Trump invited Gillian's family to the White House in July that year. At one point in the meeting, he promised to help pay for the funeral. If I can help you with the funeral, I'll help you. I'll help you with that. He said, I'll help you out financially. I'll help you. Gillian was buried in Houston. And let's go to more of the stuff that they are claiming. Now, the Atlantic reported on Tuesday that Trump said this. The bill is for the funeral. What did it cost? Trump said the magazine editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, reported, citing 2 people present at the meeting. Now, this is the guy that wrote the article for the Atlantic. He said 2 people were there. After an aide told Trump that the bill for $60,000 had been received, he became angry, according to the report. It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a fucking Mexican, Trump reportedly said before ordering Mark Meadows, his chief of staff, to not pay the bill. Now, we got all this stuff, right? Trump spokesman Alan Pfeiffer denied Trump made the fucking Mexican comment. Now, he should have denied the whole fucking thing. I bet you the whole thing's bullshit. President Donald Trump never said that. This is an outrageous lie from the Atlantic 2 weeks before the election, Pfeiffer said. Now, this motherfucker, he needs to be held liable if they cannot prove it, and it is a lie. Now, if it's the truth, then fuck it. Then Trump's going to get what's coming to him. Because I'm not going to back up anybody that would say some shit like that. But if it's a lie, that motherfucker needs to get fucking sued, and he needs to lose all his credentials as a journalist, because this is fucking, and probably meddling in an election, you know? This is meddling at its finest. The Atlanta reported that Natalie Quam, I'm probably going to fucking butcher that name, whatever. No disrespect to you, Natalie, but I mean, it's a hard name. Natalie Quam, the Gillian's family lawyer. Now, this is the family's lawyer said to bill to the White House. This is what the Atlantic is saying. But no money was ever received from Trump. Some costs were covered by the Army and others' donations. Goldberg reported. Goldberg, this is the guy that wrote the report, provided the magazine with a statement from Mary Gillian shortly after emailed questions to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer then emailed the statement. I am beyond grateful. Now, this is the sister. I am beyond grateful for all the support President Donald Trump showed our family during a trying time, the statement said. I witnessed firsthand how President Trump honors our nation's hero service. Grateful for everything he has done and continues to do to support our troops. After the report was published, Quam accused Goldberg of misrepresenting their conversation. Now, that's the guy, Goldberg's the one that wrote it, that said that she said this. More importantly, he used and exploited my clients and Vanessa Gillian's murder for cheap political gain, Quam wrote on X. So after she heard about this report, she even went out of her way to say, this is bullshit. What is going on? Wrote on X, any suggestion that President disparaged Ms. Gillian's or refused to pay for her funeral expenses is absolutely false. He was nothing but kind, gracious, and wanted to make sure that the military and the U.S. government did right by Vanessa Gillian and her family. So he made sure that he was doing right by her family. It just tells you, some of y'all are going to get, and your liberal families and your liberal friends are going to come up to you and say, did you hear he fucking said he didn't pay for that fucking Mexican and you're voting for him? How kind of Mexican are you? First of all, say you're a fucking American. Second of all, tell him the truth. Even the family, the sister, the lawyer, all fucking said that. It's all bullshit. And we all know it's fucking coming from, they're just desperate because she's not winning with black males. That's why she had to get her little pal Obama to come scold him. She's not doing with fucking males in general. Now, you cannot do good with males when you constantly tell them their toxic masculinity is the root of all fucking problems in America, right? And all of a sudden, she ain't doing good with white guys, where the white guys she's doing good with are the fucking dudes that get cooked all the time. They probably got a combined testosterone of a 500, all of them put together. I don't know. I wanted to show you because so you could be armed with that information, because it's going to come, be around sitting at dinner or going to a bar and somebody's going to say, oh, did you hear what he said about Vanessa? And Vanessa in Texas is a big, like you can see pictures of her in my city, portraits of her. It was a big deal. A lot of Hispanic people were really pissed off about that. There was a big movement about that. And I already know older Hispanic people are going to, because they only watch MSNBC, CNN, and all that, and they're going to talk about it over and over, that this man's Hitler, this man's a fucking, he's going to be a dictator. He said it on day one. We all fucking know that's bullshit. But yeah, that's what's going to happen, so get prepared for that. arm yourself with knowledge, read more about it, and know what's going on. And about that, all those fucking false claims, because unless they could prove it, if they do prove it, then I'll make a apology video. But I will say, then Trump deserves what he gets. I will say that, because of a person to offer something and then go in and insult them like calling them a Mexican like that, like fucking Mexican, because we all know what that's referring to. Like, you're less than, right? You're inferior. I'm more of a superior person. Like, it doesn't cost that much to fucking bury a brownie over there, you know? So I highly doubt that. And all the fucking time, like, look at their record of lying. So I guarantee you, in 2 weeks after the election's over, they're gonna find out, oh yeah, that was not. They're gonna put it at the very bottom of fucking page fucking disclaimer that was false accusations. Happens all the time. We posted a few videos. Check them out. Hope you like them. I hope you enjoy them. We're trying to get more and more videos posted out there. Trying to get them daily. Breaking news stuff. Funny stuff. Now, if you like the new videos we posted, it was a really fun time. Oh my god, we got so fucking hammered, and hope that you continue to keep watch our show. And I would love for you to comment. It would really make my day to interact with some of y'all that are watching. I know it's only like 20, but still, 20 is good for me. Have a great rest of the week. Hear from me wherever you're at. I'll see you later.